Looks like the aerial spec is pretty good here. I don't think we go for this. Void Eye is garbage, I think. This is not bad. It's a lot of HP, actually. This is very good. He also has a lot of HP. Sabretooth, okay. Um, let's see. Do we ever go Hounds here? I don't think so. Could be good, right? But then he's got the Mustangs already. We're aerial spec. It's just I wonder what we need to do to set the fire. I don't think Hounds is necessarily the best idea anymore. So let's just go this. I'd almost just rather unlock the Vulcan here and just go War Crimes because it's just too much money maybe to go for the Hounds or. Okay, let's see this recommended formation again. Probably just keep it like this. It's not bad. I don't know about this guy. Maybe this guy should be in the middle, but maybe not. Wow. Get a nice symmetrical. We match the symmetry here. This guy is pretty clutch here on this side. If it was here, we'd be kind of screwed. This would be already at our tower. But I think we take everything out here. I'm glad we didn't go for the Hounds because the Hounds wouldn't have done anything here. Pretty much, we're doing really good on this round. That being said, our problem is we don't have a source of fire. His problem is that he's got a garbage spec. The Sabers, there's no way the Saber's going to help him this game. So, all right, we just skip here, I think. Straight for the Phantom Rays, I think, here, or what? I think we have to go for the Phantom Rays. Ooh, we are unlock specialists. We could have gone for the advanced shield device, but maybe not. What do we do here? I think it's just the Phantom Rays. We have to force the reaction out of him. The extra 50 is interesting, but I don't think we need it. Let's just go from here. Yeah, the Scorpion is probably one of the worst things he could have done. Because we're not planning to really go into the tanks. Although he might think we were going to go into tanks. Since the tanks counter his Mustangs well, but in reality, the Phantom Rays don't really make sense because he has a counter to them. But we need to make sure that he starts to respect the Phantom Ray more than just with the anti-air he has. And we want him to get into a unit, force him into a composition where he has to respond to the Phantom Rays more, and then we just counter what he's doing there. Okay, Void Eyes, I don't think so. Phoenixes are interesting. Rhino's not going to be good. We'll go with the Phoenix, I think. Could go for the Sandworm here, but maybe it's not going to do anything. Might be too risky. Just want to go with this. Let's not play games. Maybe just have it here. Looking right into the Scorpion. Think this is fine. What else? So should upgrade these guys for sure. It's just gonna be more Phantom Rays, I believe. We do need to start thinking about that drop though. And we don't sell out of this quite yet. We might want to go for chaff. Since we're not necessarily going to be setting stuff on fire immediately. So I don't mind having some more chaff. Maybe like here. Maybe even a chaff here. Or in the middle would be good. Would make sense in the middle, but it would also make sense here too. Probably more sense in the middle. All right, we'll unlock the boat now. He's really committing to the Mustangs. This is what we want to see. Now, I guess we unlock the Vulcan. Or, like, how do we play this? Unlock the Vulcan, or, you know, do we get something for the fire? But the problem is anti-missile, you know, will invalidate 550 for a single Stormcrawler with the fire tech. So I kind of don't want to. It might even be better to just get the arc light, but long term, I think the arc light's not going to be enough chaff clear. So kind of don't want to invest in the arc light. We can go for efficient tech here, but just not sure what techs we even go for right now, because we don't have really anything that we need to tech. So I think we skip this. All right, we'll probably upgrade this guy, but let's just see what he's gonna do here. It's gonna be more Phantom Rays because I don't see why we don't need to go more Phantom Rays here. It's looks like a nice Phantom Ray board. Probably, yeah, probably do want to get oil. Probably do want to get some kind of fire, but we just can't afford anything. I mean, we can get a single, you know, hound, get the fire, but it's so easy to defend that, and we lose 400 right away. Rather not do that. Could go shield, but not sure if that's great either. But we're kind of running out of money here if we don't go for shield. I mean, we just have too much money. We almost need shield, but it could be a huge mistake if he goes AA wasps next. So let's just keep keep waiting and see what he wants to do here. Maybe we oil this just right away, just so he can't get out of it. Next turn. All right. So it's range first, which means he's not going to go anti-missile. You would imagine maybe he's not going anti-missile. Because usually, you know, the range first is more for the, it's more for the anti-air spec. So now he might want to go missile interceptor, but I think for sure we're going to have no choice but to go Vulcan next round. And then we can click the oil on the Phantom Rays the following round. Fortunately, this round is not looking good for us, but we're just waiting to see what we need to do. All right, so also waiting to see what kind of drop we get. Lightning Storm, Electromag. I think we just go for the fire here. Let's forget all these spells. So we'll go for this. I think we just go for the this Incendiary. I don't want to sell out of this, but we might have to if we want to get another one, which I do think we need to right now. This will go fire here. This will hopefully fire here, but it could also fire here, but that's fine for now. And we'll just upgrade, I think, right? Unless we want to go oil as well. That could also be even better, but we do lose the ability to click shield for cheap. We do have the extra 100. That being said, I don't mind just clicking sticky oil bomb here. So we'll play it kind of more conservatively. Okay, it's got the hounds right away. It's kind of what we were worried about. It's not good to see at all. That's his best play here. Hopefully some of the oil lands behind here, and it does. Now the problem is we need to kill the hounds. We might need to go range on the hounds now. And we did sell out of the Phoenix, which is not ideal. So at least we get to click the shield button next, which I think is going to be important here. All right. Very nice play from the opponent. Orbital bombardment is important, I think. We'll have to click that. Just go here. Could also put it here. For us, we're gonna go shield, upgrade everything. And I want to click range as well, but kind of not sure now what to do. This front line is probably still useful, you would imagine. I mean, maybe we click range on these guys. Yeah, maybe we just range the arc lights, but I don't know. I'd rather range this. You know what I mean? But we have deployments that we need to get rid of here. So how do we use our deployments? For sure it's something like this. Maybe it's also like a fang in front. And maybe it's going to be a shield for here. Not sure. Maybe we don't need the shield since everything's in the air anyways, but this could be okay for a shield, but not sure. Maybe a shield's not bad here. How much does this do? 2,500. So maybe we don't need the shield, but it's kind of bad. You just go for the shield. All right. So we're gonna need something to deal with the hounds here. What is it gonna be? Don't want to arrange the Arclight, but might have to. I'd rather range the Vulcan. Maybe the Phantom Rays are just taking care of it. Hopefully we can burst this bubble here. I think we will. So the question is, do we need to range the Arclights, right? Just to kill the hounds. Storms are interesting. We can force them to kind of go into anti-missile here. But they're level 3, which makes it pretty bad into this kind of stuff. Maybe it's just a Sandworm, actually. So that's 800, but this is way less money. I mean, this is way less money here. I'd rather just get the storms and sell out, maybe. Maybe we just put the storms here, maybe. Like, not really sure where, but maybe like here. It's not amazing, but I think this is fine. All right, we'll upgrade everything. I think we need to want to click range here, unfortunately. Just gonna be the better option. We can get another one here. So we can handle this pack. This will be able to handle this. Maybe even another one here. But I don't know if this is getting out of hand or not. Might be, might not be. We might need to. Alright. Let's just borrow here, get the range. Maybe get the we get some missiles down. And maybe the attack. Alright. Sandworm with armor is going to be really good into this. That being said, we could always click burst. Now he must have, yep, now he's got the full anti-air setup. So this was not great. I wasn't expecting the worms here. And now with armor, it's going to be way worse. And we might have lost the game with the overcommitment to the Vulcans, I think. We're gonna need our phoenixes back, I think. Improved war factory is interesting. We can't really deal with the improved war factory, I guess, so we're gonna have to go for it. Let's sell out of this. Unlock it. 1400, can we afford it? We can afford we can afford it, but that's the only thing we can get. But I think that's fine. Go for the armor. I think we oil something here. Like maybe we just oil this. And I think we just put this guy like here. This has enough range that we're always firing, but maybe this is slightly better. All right. Does get the armor as expected. But hopefully this gut shot is going to be able to win us the game like right now, because I don't want this game to go on any further. Maybe we also needed the oil here so it could burn better, but then again, you have the extinguishers. It's a very good case of using the extinguishers here. I really like his play, but he's spending so many deployments on the extinguishers that, you know, it's kind of like maybe costing him the ability to go for like a melter or something, or... So we're gonna lose this side most likely. This is already what, level 3? So that's pretty bad. Good thing everything is locked on to the factory. It's a good thing that the debuff isn't going to matter too much. It's not going to be the greatest debuff here as well, but we're going to be able to survive this. And we will win this round. Wait. Please don't kill the... Oh, thank God. This was close to dying. Now he's probably going to want to go melters here, because we're not going to really want to sell this. Steel balls, I don't think is going to do that much, but steel balls is going to be amazing for him. So what do we do here? Do we just go multi-melt? Like sell out of this and go multi-melter? Because... Or, like, what's our play here? So he's going to melt us, right? This is pretty interesting. Do we just go exploding, like, rhinos here right on the line? Just try to explode his stuff? And just go, like, full suicide? But he's going to go range on the melter, on the, on that stuff. I think we go for our own here. We have to. And we need to think about this here. Like, what do we do with this? Do we just leave it? Do we move it? Probably want to move it here, you would imagine. I think I don't know here. Burst would be interesting. How much damage did these guys do? They did a lot. Let's get for burst right away. And... do we just try to leave this here? Or is that just insane? Might be insane. But then we end up losing both sides then. I don't know. Maybe we just go for the attack. Put it here. And just go for Phoenix. Just for the DPS. Pretty bad, you meant to kind of put it back here. Yeah, so he's got balls everywhere, but we do have the extra... Do you have burst? See, how many techs did he go on the balls? Just range? Yeah, it's gonna be almost game. Wow. Okay. Well, we know what we can do here. We know we have a chance. What do we have to do here? Like, the balls are obviously a huge problem. All right, we cannot really defeat the ball. We have to go multi-melter. That's what we should have done already. So let's just sell out maybe and go multi-melt. Redeploy is probably useless for us. So let's just skip. This isn't doing anything for us. Go for the multi-melter. Hopefully this is good here. Could also go Mass Abyss here. Is Mass Abyss going to do anything? It might actually, right? So everything is ground. Maybe we just go for Abyss? Fuck. This is crazy here. Maybe let's go for the missile. I don't know where to put it. Like one here, maybe? Maybe one like here? Perfect that we have the spot. Just put down some shields. And let's get some levels maybe. See if we get a better position. We cannot. For some reason, I'm not sure if this is going to work at all. But I don't think we have any better option here. He doesn't have that much anti-air. It's just the one Phoenix, really. I mean, obviously he has the Mustangs, but like he mostly has balls. So I'm thinking like, you know, I don't know. Like the multi-melter makes sense, but at the same time, like, okay. Oh no, this is not looking great. Yeah, maybe our towers just needed more. All right, let's look at that around. So we were doing amazing until round 7, and that's when things started getting away from us. So let's go into this thinking that, yeah, he's probably going to go worm with negative. That makes a lot of sense. What do we do? I mean, we can blind counter with the steel ball. We could go negative ourselves. This is only 450, right? This is 500. This is 550. So I'm always thinking, what's the best value, right? Storms seem to be the best value. We can't really click burst here because we don't know he's going to go Sandworm. All right, we don't know that. We're kind of stuck in a composition here that, like, we're kind of vulnerable to we are very vulnerable to the Sandworm. But let's just try getting the Sandworm ourselves and just seeing what happens. Like, I guess he's vulnerable to the Sandworm too because of the Mustang, right? So we'd have to click armor here. And let's just go more. Have the Sandworm kind of go into the go into these units. And let's see what else. So we could start borrowing. Let's go for temp range. Let's upgrade everything. Let's maybe go for the defense. So let's see how this goes. He does exactly the same thing. We mirror it, and let's see what happens in this kind of fight. The difference is he's got the mech div. We've got the armor, which is more of an investment. But he's already into four. He's already into 4 worms. We pretty much went for the worst possible thing, which was more Vulcans. And it never crossed our mind that he could go for the Sandworm. So assuming we just kind of do this, so let's see how this works. Looks like we win one side here, maybe. But where's our air army? There's no AA left. All right, we still lose pretty badly. I don't even think steel balls is gonna work, but why would we go steel balls? It's only if we wanted chaff, but we would sell out of them, right? We would never go steel balls because it's kind of a huge risk. So okay. The other thing we're thinking about is maybe range on the arc lights. Maybe it makes sense to just click this just so we go like full fire. I don't know here. Do we just go for more chaff? Guess we go for range, borrow. What else do we get? Like we shouldn't have sold the Phoenix. The Phoenix actually is that might have been our first mistake was selling the Phoenix. We really needed the Phoenix first for precisely the Sandworm, but also the Phoenix does well into the Hounds. All the chaff is getting through. We appear to be winning on the side with the. I mean, how's the steel balls doing? I'm assuming they did nothing. I think the answer is just actually Phoenix. I mean, you could consider forts here actually. Forts make a lot of sense too because it's pretty good into everything. But we don't have a backline for the forts really. I mean, you could say that the forts are providing a backline here. Maybe the forts are good. Maybe the Phoenix isn't so good because what is the Phoenix killing? Just the Hounds? So I still think maybe selling out is good. Just like what unit do we go into instead? I think forts overall are really good. Yeah, he could go Melter now, but I think like forts generally speaking are super strong in my opinion. We can go for range or we can go for the punch. Right, the aerial spec is there's only one Phoenix, so probably don't need to click that. I think we just go for range. Let's borrow, do this, and upgrade something. Problem is if he goes into the steel balls, then is range fortress any good into that? Maybe the rocket punch is better. So we kind of don't need range here because he's kind of closing the distance for us. But we do need range, I guess, if we're like trying to go into the Hounds. Lose this side very badly. So forts doesn't seem to be like the right answer either. Do we ever go this and then like try to elite recruit some and then go maybe like into armor here? We sell out of something like this. I mean, what are these guys doing? They're doing not much anymore. I mean, we can click oil on them eventually, but maybe they're not doing so much. So let's try this armor enhancement. Let's go for the temp range and temp defense. The more I think about it, the worms make sense for us because his units are going to be countered by the worm. So I mean, even if he clicks the worm, then worm into worm is not horrible. Plus, the worms kind of take care of the hounds pretty well, since they're kind of on the front firing. Looks like this is pretty good here. The only thing is we don't have any anti-air left. But it's not bad here, all things considered. But it's very interesting that the level 1 worm didn't work. 4 level 1 worms didn't work. What about Mective? What about if we go worms and Mective? So, armored and Mective. Go for 2 more. Maybe sell out of something. Can we get another one? We don't have anything that expensive to sell out of. For our temp range. You sell out of like a tank or something, maybe? Or maybe not. So Mective and armor, that gives us 50% reduction. Ooh, well, I guess 33% reduction. But he does have the problem is the aerial spec is it doesn't necessarily focus on the sandworms. Sandworms need to be further ahead. And maybe the Mective actually isn't so good here. Think double tech is overkill. Go for this. We'll go for the armor. I think they just need to be more forward here, so they can actually tank for the Phantom Race. Let's try the same thing, just all the way forward. Borrow this. Get this, maybe this. Probably not bad. And let's just see how this goes. So let's watch watch these guys. They're focusing on the sandworm, so this is exactly what we need. So now the Phantom Rays can actually kill the opponent worms. Our air army's still alive here, but it dies here for some reason. I wonder why. Like, did our worms die first? Maybe we also need to click like oil on the Phantom Race. So we're finally finding the winning line here. So let's click armor again. So maybe go for the oil. And just go for the temp range. Let's just see how that goes. We had it here. I think this is fine. We can have it here. No, I don't know about it being more forward. Maybe this is already forward enough. Like, it's more than 3 squares away. It just matters if this is going to pop up in time. They both travel at the same speed. So let's just watch. Yeah, the Phantom Rays are safe, but here, no. So we lose this Phantom Ray side here. Now we lose this Phantom Ray, so, I mean, this worm, so this kind of dies. But this worm is still alive, interestingly, so maybe our Phantom Rays still are not really... Maybe our worms still need to be more forward than this. So oil is actually working against us. We do way worse with the oil for some reason. Maybe we end up oiling ourselves. Let's go for the armor again. And let's see if we can put it more forward. I guess this is as forward as we probably want it to be. I mean, this is super forward. All right. RO. Temp range. Go for the armor. Let's just upgrade these guys. Let's just see if we can actually get these guys to tank for the Phantom Rays. All right, Phantom Rays are still untouched. None of them have any HP lines. This guy's getting worked on. But that's fine. It's just one Phantom Ray. Phantom Rays here are still good. Now the Phantom Rays here are getting targeted, but that means because we don't have any worms left, right? So that's normal. Here, everything is still alive here. We're doing amazing on this side. All right. So that might have been the best way to play it. I mean, I think the other scenario, it was okay too. Now let's try one more thing. Let's try to go more into these sandworms. Let's really invest if we can. And we'll sell out of something just so we can get the armor. So maybe we sell out of the Phantom Ray. And go for the armor here. Put these guys more in the front. Fine with it here. I think this is plenty forward enough. Just go for the defense, and let's just see how this goes. So this is probably the best way to play it. It's very rare that we make like, you know, pretty much a 2,000 commitment to a worm. The thing is, you know, that we get the worm for free. I mean, we get the free drop, right? So factory probably works here even better. But like, do we get it from the drop? Or, you know, maybe we should just go factory, right? Maybe that's also the other play. Just go for a factory here. But here, look, our air units are still alive. And that's because we have the level 2, the level 2 worm. They're still both alive. And now we win huge. So this is what we have to do against Mustangs for sure. And we win the game here. Is there any kind of scenario when we can just go, like, just kind of make it easier and just go for the war factory? Is there any scenario where we can do that here? It would have to be like a level 2 war factory, right? But we're gonna lose both sides. So I don't think so, because we can't even get armor. I guess we could go for a single one in the middle. Just kind of hope for the best, but I'm not amazingly excited about this prospect. All right. Just see what happens here. Looks like 2 of the worms will come here. The other 2 we're gonna have to deal with. But killing 2 worms, like, almost for free is pretty amazing. Question is, you know, what about our Phantom Rays? Once the Phantom Rays die, then, like, the Phoenixes, there's no anti-air. But this is looking very amazing. I'm actually wondering if level 1 is enough here. But we still can't go for 2 level 1s. So this, okay, this is super interesting. Maybe we just go for this next time. I mean, I was worried about the steel ball, so that's the only reason why we wouldn't. So this is just a lot easier. I think I'd always prefer to do this because I'm not an expert at playing this worm. But I was thinking also, you know, maybe the 1 factory in the middle is kind of like almost as good as 2 factories on the side. Pretty sure we didn't have the money to do 2 factories, right? Let's just make sure here. Yeah, I mean, we can go 2 factories, but no armor. It's just gonna die instantly, I think. Put him in the corner. Is that gonna do anything? I don't think you want him in the corner, maybe. Go for the range. Could try this. Maybe go for a missile here. Just see how that goes. No, I don't think this is gonna work because we need the armor against the Mustangs. The Mustangs have a lot of power. So yeah, this guy's dying pretty quick. So yeah, I don't think this is gonna be the right answer here. We won't even look at that. All right, we should have trusted in the War Factory. Now, what about future rounds? So here we already made a critical mistake. The improved War Factory comes out, but somehow we lose to it, even though we put it right here. No, well, we didn't lose. Well, wait. So, yeah, we only did around 1,000 damage. 1,200 damage, so that was the problem. All right, and then the bulk drop came out. So can we do more than can we do more damage here somehow? Extended range Phoenix is interesting because like he's gonna go like the Phoenixes are really good into this. Maybe we try that. Like, let's try extended rate Phoenix because we're kind of... It's not amazing to go to Desperation War Factory. Guess we go for Charge Shot right away. Probably need 2 here. 1 here, at least. We'll oil this, but the oil's not going to do that much. What else can we do here? I don't think this is going to work so well here. Maybe the attack, maybe a defense. We know that he's going to level this guy up, but we cannot predict it. We know that this is a strong side, so we need 2 here. Well, the best we could do is maybe like throw down a missile here, throw down a missile here, throw down a missile like here maybe. Level 3 already. Let's see what this charge shot does. Does it do anything? It just tickles it. 300k, so that's like a War Factory level. That's like more than a War Factory, right? Because it has armor. Now somehow the Phoenixes are still alive, but not much longer. We do end up clearing out this. So maybe the Phoenixes would have been okay here. It's just a guessing game of which one he's gonna like level up. Let's try this again, but we don't need the extended range, I think. I think just a normal Phoenix is fine. We probably go for the EMP, I think. We'll go for EMP and sell it as something. We'll sell it of this, obviously. And hard shot. So let's see how this works. It's very devious of him to place his units like to level up the one that you don't think he's gonna level up. Because you know, I wasn't even aware that he had the level ups. So it's very tricky of him. Like, this is his strong side. You would imagine, why don't you just level up this? But instead, he kind of levels up this. Maybe this is considered his weak side, but maybe that's why he wants to level it up. But anyways, let's just see how the EMP on the Phoenixes do. It does make it look like they're dying quicker. It does look like we might even be able to clean this up here. Yep. But we have... Wait. But we still have the 5 larvae. Or do they not spawn? Okay. We do win, but we don't have the anti-air ready to kill this. So... I wonder if it's a better play, even though that we can't do the damage. Extended range Phantom Ray. Maybe we do take this card. Sell it up this. Let's go EMP. Because I think we want the EMP here for sure. And maybe the charge shot is also. Go for this. Probably just going to be the defense upgrade. So now we have a little bit more range. Maybe we can stay out of the, you know, maybe these guys are dying too quick. Maybe they can be all the way on the bottom. If we can disable both the armor and the mech div, then it's very good. Kind of killing it pretty quick here, so this is good. Here we're also doing amazing. But it's just the problem now is the Phoenixes, I mean the Mustangs are moving up too quick, and we would lose all our anti-air. So it's a questionable. Like, is it good to go Phoenix just because we set up our board maybe for the War Factory next round, right? It's kind of a question here. But as played, like where did we actually put the War Factory? Put it here, didn't we? Okay. Would it have been like... I think what we forgot to realize here is, wait, you know, he has... Okay. We had no idea that he was going to level up this one, right? That's key. It's kind of something that we don't, you know, should we have known about that? So we just thought this is the strong side, right? I mean, and that's what he's thinking too. So he's going for the opposite side. I mean, these are only level 2. This is level 4, level 3. Of course, we're going to want to put the factory here. I mean, of course, right? So do we ever just put it in the middle, or does that make any difference? So go for this improved factory. We sell out of this. Borrow. Elite spec. Grab this. Go for armor. Let's just see if it's... We stick it in the middle, if it's any better. So we're only going to get 2 center worms coming at us, but we're going to get at least these center Mustangs. This worm here is going to just kill everything. But we do kind of isolate the center here. We will win this side, I think. Not many air units left over. Especially there's not much behind here. Can we kill this Phoenix before our... I mean, we really don't have that much, but everything is locked on except for these guys. That could be a huge problem. So I think we end up losing this because of the Phoenix here. I'm gonna have to let this play out just because I think this game gets bugged if you try to take over again real quick. All right, so this placement is better than the middle placement. What if we just accidentally put it here? Like, this is the weak side. We're thinking, hey, let's just push the weak side because, you know, let's just exploit like his weakness. Does that like does that school of thought ever make sense? So this is perfectly in the middle. I'm not sure if you oil this, like if that does anything. Maybe just oil this instead. The level 3 worm does a lot of damage, but it is an improved level 2 war factory with armor. I think we are going to lose this here, but we don't want to lose it too quickly. Yep. And it looks like we're going to lose. That this is the worst possible placement. All right, so what if we were to go Phoenix? Does that ever make sense? Oh, okay, we already tried that this round. Okay, so the following round is, so we got the factory here. He's gonna go for the balls. He's gonna range the balls, put them here, get some more, put them here, right? Spread them out evenly. Put one here. He's gonna get a couple more balls here, right? That's kind of what happened. How did his balls like... Okay, so he just bought elite recruits 2 more balls, puts them here. So that's very smart of him. All right, what do we do here? So I think I was considering selling out, maybe going like multi-melter or something, but just I think we just lose here, right? There's nothing we can do. Does multi-melt help us in this situation? Guess we can go for our own balls. Does that actually work? We're gonna have to sell out of this, right? Or at least like put them like way behind. Going for our own balls doesn't really make sense. Like, what does the balls do? What do really the balls do? I don't think they do anything. I mean, you would think napalm scorpions, but I don't think so. So how does the multi-melter look here? Can we? Okay, we can't go for level 2, so we'll just go for this and this. Actually, we can. We can go for level 3. Right. Well, it's what 600, 700. So it's we can perfectly just go for three level 2s. So why don't we try that? Do we ever go for Typhoon just for the chaff clear instead? Then we lose the money. We can't go for the hopefully I'm calculating this correctly. Okay, perfect money. So let's say a multi-melter here, multi-melter here. Maybe a multi-melter here just because of this problem. Go for the balls behind the multi-melter. All right. Good luck. Don't think this is going to do anything, but multi-melter is supposed to be pretty good into the steel balls, I thought. Crawlers are kind of getting through. It's very, very annoying, but we do have the Vulcan. How is this level 3? Okay. I wonder if this is just checkmate for us because there's nothing we can do. I mean, what can we realistically do against a level 3 Sandworm? I mean, is it just positioning or... All right, let's say we were to click this, maybe promote it, maybe like beacon it away, maybe like just say, hey, yeah, we're, going on a ride somewhere. Maybe go for like some crawlers kind of here as a chaff. Throw these guys just in the back somewhere like this. And I mean, really, like, what else can we do? Maybe this. Imagine he wants to missile this here. But, all right. So things lock on. Wait, we still get locked with the missile. But we are level 3. That's the problem. Maybe we needed the, Oh, wait a second. So we end up surviving that. I think that's going to be, it's not going to be enough here. It is level 3. Like, these guys are doing nothing to it. Okay. I mean, we got to figure this out because this is like the most, I think we do stick with this actually here. I think we want some kind of anti-missile device. I do like the beacon. Maybe these guys need to be just directly behind. We'll just beacon everything. Do like the beacon a lot here. I think, so something like this is good. Let's borrow here. Maybe just sell out of one of these guys or sell out of this. Maybe. So this is probably good. This is probably good. Although the range would also be really good here, I think. We need to have the anti-missile interceptor here. Let's see how much money we have. It's either range or the HE. Let's try the HE and maybe just throw one crawler kind of here. Maybe a missile or a speed. Maybe the speed. All right. This is kind of working here. This is an amazing beacon. But we're kind of going into the fire here because now we have these kind of wait a second, it's just one. Uh-oh. Now it's a problem. Just that one is a huge problem, but can we? No. It's quite close though. That being said though, I don't think it's. Try this round again. Do we ever just go for exploding stuff? Like, just have these guys go forward and explode? We'll still go for the, I mean, we could go for a shield, but we'd also just go for the sentry missile. What if we went, like, range and, we want exploding stuff here. Maybe 2 exploding things are good enough. Yeah, so we only have range here, so it's not quite what we're looking for. I don't think this is gonna do much. But maybe we just beacon this guy out. Maybe like this. We'll set up our own missiles. Go for tower speed. Let's just see how this goes. Pretty sure that this exploding rhino isn't going to do anything. Well, actually, never mind. Well, in that case, we shouldn't even escape from it. We should just go straight in, right? I think that's like a very, very that would be like a 400 IQ play if we were able to make it. But what happens here? Okay. Do have range, but it's not gonna be enough here. So maybe we don't try to run away. Maybe we just go exploding rhino and just like try our luck. Just like try the best. I think that makes the most sense because we don't want to we're already committed, so let's see if we can commit like a million times harder. We'll go for the missile interceptor here. Exploding rhino. Final blitz. And we'll even get like another one, maybe. I don't know, maybe like here even. Let's missile this. Let's missile this. Let's get a level. Borrow. Temp range. I think we want another tech. Maybe we sell out of the tank or something. It's either the tank or the Phantom Ray. Probably the Phantom Ray. Launcher Overlord is probably what we want. Probably want a beacon. Beacon this guy in. Guess we beacon everything in. Probably doesn't need to go all that close in. Maybe like this. And like this. And let's see. Speed. Maybe some more missiles, but he's gonna have shields everywhere. I wouldn't mind just a random crawler here, maybe, like just to distract him a little bit. Okay. couldn't have asked for a better explosion. Didn't see what happened here, but it looks like the hounds are still alive. It also looks like the worm is not very distracted. But we might be able to get the first shot off into the tower here. Nope, close, very close. Same tower timing, but that's fine. Alright, still hounds, unfortunately. But we are going into the enemy tower. Ooh, no, no. Okay. We actually still have a single Phantom Ray to clean up the air. So that's how we could have won it. So we need 1,000 damage. That did exactly 1,000. But man, that's a kind of play that I'm not going to be able to make, I think. You know, I'm sorry. Maybe that's like, that's the kind of level of play that the best player in the world can make. Yeah, I don't think we can make that play. I mean, this play where we switched it around, that almost worked. Like last second, I mean, it took him a while, but like he did get this. He put these guys here, and I'm wondering like maybe he's watching on stream or something, because like why did it take him so long to put these other guys here? Right? Like maybe, I mean, I don't know. Like if you look at the timing, maybe he was cheating. I don't know. I don't want to accuse anyone, but like I was just thinking it was suspicious that it took him so long to like just move it, and it was just last second. Like if it were me, I would have just put everything in there right away. But why did he just put 2 there like last second? Not accusing anyone of cheating, but I'm just saying it's slightly suspicious. All right, so exploding rhinos is the only way to win that round. Now, very last round, where we painted ourselves yet again into another corner. There's nothing we can do, I think. Let's just take a look again at what we were offered. Let's see. Redeploy is probably pretty decent. We need exploding rhinos, I guess, here. Like, if that even works anymore. Just sell, maybe. I mean, this is probably halfway decent. I mean, I don't think there's one thing you can do that just wins, because it's pretty far ahead in a lot of areas. And I mean, boats. Does boats do anything? Nah, I don't think boats do anything. Abyss is what we tried, actually, right? So we tried the Abyss. Like, maybe the Abyss could have worked. Maybe. Right? Maybe we just kind of got the wrong text. Maybe maybe we should have tried to snipe the tower. Like, vertical sweep. Can we ever, like, snipe a tower here? Or is that not how it works? Like, let's put down the missiles. Let's put down the missiles. And, I don't know. Like, put this guy here. For some reason, I doubt this is going to work. But let's just give it a try. Very nice redeploy. Yeah, it's just gonna insta die since it's too far forward. It's not gonna be all right, let's so missiles are interesting. Range is also interesting. Can we go range and missiles? Okay. That's what we can do instead of the problem is, these Mustangs don't really want it to lock on. Like, our positioning is slightly awkward. We have to put it back, but we don't. This is a good position, but we don't get the same position here. We also are off here. So I kind of don't, there's nowhere to put this guy. It's just too fat. Can we even fit it here? There's no way we can fit it. All right, so there's no places we can fit it. Like even here, even here. So it has to be on top, which is not great. At least missile this. Yeah, at least it doesn't move, but these level 4 Mustangs are going to be making a beeline right for this guy. It's kind of gonna die pretty quick. So that's kind of a problem. Obviously, the level 6 worm is unkillable. That's the big problem here. So I don't think this is gonna work just because the level 6 sandworm is just way too much. You would need a melter, but the melter is not gonna do anything. Yeah, I would say that's probably the checkmate. Maybe we could try the exploding rhino game. Let's just say like, okay, let's just redeploy this guy here. We'll go for like the range maybe, and let's go for a few exploding rhinos. I mean, you could almost hack it, but I don't think so. We have so much shaft coming in. I think the exploding rhinos is the way to go here. I'm gonna blitz. Go for this. Yeah, we don't even mind it locking on just because, well, the problem now is the worms, right? Like these guys won't make it close enough to the target. So that's kind of a problem. Maybe we can do this, have a guy here, and have a guy here. To make sure this guy isn't like too close so it doesn't cause a chain reaction. Go for this. And maybe sell out of something. We sell out of a ball maybe. Go for the range, speed, borrow. Any technology? No technology, so I don't know, maybe just this. Probably should have went for the second armor. Yeah. I mean, what about just skipping this? Sell out. We're gonna go with this anyways, so we'll go for the two of these guys with the explosion. Maybe we'll missile both of his crawlers. Position this guy like here, one guy like here, one guy, here, one guy here. Okay, want to get another technology, maybe range, or I think range is fine. It just needs to maybe have the high explosive. Go for, I think we have to go for the beacon. All right, let's see if this does anything. The exploding guys didn't do anything, and now it just locks on too quick, so yeah, let's just call it the last round a checkmate. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.